Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating. Going big, going big. Know me, cause I'm Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. Shallin', throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a match. Taking on the 5-time because the Dolphins try to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy.
A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won Bowl 19. Where? Stanford.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. 23 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run with Howard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Hey, 47.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Tight dog.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Prescott now. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get out there.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. Let's put him
on 47.
Let's put that team on the bus.
We're going to 54. Why?
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You think you're going to get this? Here we go, 47.
Mike 51. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball.
Hey, kill.
Prescott yet again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. We get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give to Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Back to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 59 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. A under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sean Lee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Breida, 52 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
36. We're going to 53. No change. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. You remember me? You remember? We're going to 54. 26.
Now Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Run there, puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Why in? Mike 51. We're going to 54. Why in? Hey, let's go.
This is Elliott. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to work. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest.
In the first half, now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
There we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Go, get out there. Gun.
Three bud. Check it.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why in?
Check 49. Check 49.
Under. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, good move. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You're not ready. That's it. 55. Come on, 55. Strip that ball.
Looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Blue there.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Come on, QB, come on. Tighten up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mark 55. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 55 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 55. All day, dog.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Breida, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's checking crack.
They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is Breida. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll bring him down at the 20 for the first down.
First down, Dallas.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Oh, damn!